In Trinidad and Tobago, we have a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-religious society, but as is experienced in many countries of the African diaspora, people of African origin find themselves at the lower end of the spectrum as far as social development, economic development, and even political power. And the Black Caucus movement is seeking to try to strengthen the black community and the African family in particular, so that they are able to make their own inroads into those. Well, Trinidad and Tobago is a country that had imported African slaves during the slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade. And when emancipation came about, East Indians from India were also brought in. So those are the two largest ethnic groups which compete for space and which compete also for power and control of the economy. But there is a small white Syrian Lebanese percentage of our population that really dominates the whole economy and also therefore controls much of the politics. In the Black Caucus movement, we are seeking to help develop businesses and in particular encourage people of African descent to buy from Africans and to develop businesses in their own right. We teach entrepreneurship, we create networks whereby business people can talk to each other, and also we have to address some of the social issues, and so we have started a program with children where we have children from 7 to 12. We have a program called Swim into Success in particular, which teaches life skills, including what to do with a dollar. So we are starting sensitizing them on the issues of economics and about going into business. I've just finished a draft program to teach entrepreneurship to secondary school students. That's students from the age of 11 to 17. Wow. Well, the Transatlantic Roundtable on Race and Religion is an international conference. It's a Pan-African conference, and it has been traveling around the world, and this is the first time it's coming to the Caribbean. I'm the co-convener, or the national co-convener in Trinidad, and we are looking forward to a great time where we expose those who come to the conference to the different religious traditions within Trinidad and Tobago, as well as the debates, the intersections and the interactions between these elements. The church is very strong in the Caribbean. We have a strong Roman Catholic community, an Anglican community, the Pentecostals are there, and so the conference provides a wonderful forum at which we can engage all the related issues that are of importance to the Roundtable on Race and Religion. This is coming at a very interesting time for Trinidad and Tobago. We've just entered into what is called the UN, or the International Decade for People of African Descent, and so these discussions are pertinent to where people of African origin in the Caribbean are in. The other significant thing about coming to Trinidad and Tobago at this time is that our participants will get to engage with the emancipation movement, which celebrates the emancipation of African slaves in the Caribbean, which took place in 1833 on the 1st of August. And so on the 1st of August, we will be participating in the procession and going to the Emancipation Village and engaging with all the cultural activities. That's going to be part of the conference. Well, reparations is becoming a major issue within the Caribbean. The Caribbean has taken the lead in the last couple of years in that Dr. Hilary Beckles is the head of the commission that was set up by the Caribbean community The Caribbean community is a gathering of independent Caribbean nations that are coming together and saying this issue of importance to our populations. And so the community has made advances towards the European colonial powers and are asking them to consider this information. A 10-point plan has been designed to engage the whole issue. And so it's very important. And in my own capacity as a minister of the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, our church, we only have about 30 members, have put forward a proposal to our quadrennial conference, which takes place in the United States of America. It's taking place actually in North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina. And that proposal is proposing that the AME Zion Church creates its own Reparations Commission, and that be then taken to the other black denominations in the U.S. So, you know, this thing is gaining momentum, and we look forward to its success, and I'm praying to God that it happens within my lifetime. Well, there is a critical issue. If I'm speaking into the African American context, it's vital the church has sufficient resources to be able to actually set up economic development corporations, support some of the black banks that are in trouble, and also begin to create employment zones where our young people can get what they need in terms of opportunities for their skills, and also they are able to get employment. And that helps to deal with some of the social. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago, and we look forward to having you, and we hope that you will leave a few days on both sides of the conference to be able to go over to Tobago and enjoy one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean.